Welcome to a journey back in time to one of the most intriguing and formative periods in American history, the Federalist Era. Imagine a fledgling nation, fresh out of the Revolutionary fire, struggling to find its footing and build a strong foundation. From 1788 to 1800, America was on the brink of transformation, led by influential figures like George Washington and John Adams, and driven by the pioneering ideals of the Federalist Party. In this video, we'll dive deep into how this era shaped the very essence of the United States, forged a new government, and set the stage for the nation's future. Buckle up as we explore the triumphs, the trials, and the legacy of a time that defined the destiny of a young republic. The period from 1788 to 1800 in American history, known as the Federalist Era, was a transformative epoch marked by profound changes and foundational developments in the young nation. Emerging from the Revolutionary War and the subsequent challenges of establishing a new government, this era was defined by the dominance of the Federalist Party and its influence on American politics. It was a time when the Federalist vision of a strong centralized government began to take shape, setting the stage for the future of the United States. The Federalist Era began with the ratification of the United States Constitution in 1788. This pivotal event marked the end of the Articles of Confederation era, which had proved inadequate for managing the fledgling nation's needs. The Constitution represented a revolutionary shift towards a more centralized federal government, designed to address the shortcomings of its predecessor. The Federalist Party, led by key figures such as Alexander Hamilton, John Jay, and James Madison, played a crucial role in advocating for and securing this new framework. During the Federalist Era, two of the most significant leaders were President George Washington and President John Adams. George Washington, the nation's first president, was widely revered for his leadership during the Revolutionary War and his role in guiding the early republic. His presidency set many precedents for the office and the government. John Adams, his successor, was instrumental in promoting Federalist policies and maintaining the stability of the new government. Washington's presidency was marked by efforts to solidify the federal government's authority and foster national unity. His farewell address, in which he cautioned against political factions and foreign entanglements, is remembered as a cornerstone of early American political philosophy. John Adams, on the other hand, faced significant challenges, including the quasi-war with France and domestic political divisions. Despite these challenges, Adams remained a steadfast advocate for the principles of federalism and worked to strengthen the role of the executive branch. The Federalist Era was characterized by significant advancements in the establishment of a robust federal government. The new Constitution provided a framework for federal authority, with a system of checks and balances designed to prevent any single branch from becoming too powerful. This structure aimed to create a stable and effective government while safeguarding individual liberties. One of the key achievements of this era was the establishment of the first cabinet positions, including the Departments of State, Treasury, and War. Alexander Hamilton, as the Secretary of the Treasury, played a crucial role in shaping economic policy, including the creation of a national bank and the implementation of a federal tax system. These measures were intended to stabilize the nation's finances and foster economic growth. The Judiciary Act of 1789 established the federal court system, including the Supreme Court, and provided the foundation for a strong and independent judiciary. This act was essential in ensuring that the new government had the means to interpret and enforce the Constitution effectively. As the Federalist government took shape, there was a growing sense of nationalism and pride in the new nation. This period saw the rise of a distinct American identity, with citizens increasingly embracing the values and ideals of the Republic. Nationalistic fervor was fueled by the successes of the new government and the promise of a more unified and prosperous future. The Federalist era fostered a sense of collective purpose and unity, as Americans began to see themselves as part of a larger, cohesive national entity. This growing nationalism was reflected in the popular culture of the time, including literature, art, and public celebrations. The Federalist era came to a dramatic close with the election of 1800, which marked a significant shift in American politics. The Democratic-Republican Party, led by Thomas Jefferson and James Madison, emerged victorious, challenging the Federalists' dominance. This election, often referred to as the Revolution of 1800, was notable for its peaceful transfer of power and the strengthening of democratic principles. The transition highlighted the flexibility and resilience of the American political system. Despite the intense political rivalry and factionalism of the time, the peaceful handover of power was a testament to the strength of the democratic institutions established during the Federalist era. The Federalist era left a lasting legacy on the United States, shaping the foundation of the nation's government and political landscape. The era's achievements in establishing a strong federal government, promoting nationalism, and navigating political transitions set the stage for the future development of the Republic. The principles and institutions established during this period continued to influence American governance and politics long after the Federalist era had ended. The era's focus on creating a balanced and effective government provided a framework that would support the growth and stability of the United States for generations to come. As we wrap up our exploration of the Federalist era, it's clear that this period was more than just a chapter in American history. It was the crucible in which the United States was molded. From the establishment of a strong federal government to the rise of nationalism and the peaceful transition of power, the Federalist era set crucial precedents that continue to influence the nation today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of America's most pivotal times, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of history enthusiasts. Your support helps us bring more fascinating historical stories and insights right to your screen. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.